Hey Sparkles, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi and welcome, I'm Letty, and in today's video we're going to be playing with some makeup and playing with my hair. I'm just going to be trying to style, well I have styled it for the first time curly since I've cut it, and I just played with a little bit of makeup, give you a bit of a soft glam kind of look. I think this is everyday. It has got glitter in it, but you could not include the glitter and it would be very, very wearable for daily life. So if you want to see how I got this look, how I styled my hair, then please just keep on watching. Thank you. Yes, I haven't worn it curly since I've had it cut. So I've just washed it with my curly, with my Give Me Cosmetics curly range that I got. So it's pretty curly right now. It's very, very wet. So I'm just going to go in before even brushing it and just wet it a little bit more. And start off with, I've actually just bought this. This is the L'Oreal Elvive Dream Lengths Frizz Colour Leave-In Serum. I've just bought this because I don't have any serums, and I was trying to find the John Frieda one, but I didn't have any in my Tesco's. I'm just going to put a little bit, like so. Well, I'm going to go in with the Moisturising Mango Hair Butter. I'm not going to take as much as I would normally because I've got half the hair now. Just put it all over your hands, and then you kind of just take and scrunch. If you can kind of hear that noise, it's normally a good description. I am going to go back from all day to do this side. I'm just going to go. Just make sure it's all kind of incorporated. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to go in with my 4 Curls Hydrating and Defining Mousse. This one here. I think about that much. Oh, that much. And again, I'm just going to go. Okie dokie, so that's that done. While it's like this, I'm just going to quickly brush it. This is the Give Me Cosmetics brush. And this kind of spreads the product all over. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in a... Okay, my hair's naturally going into its middle parting. So we'll do that, and then I can always change it if I need to once it's looking a little bit crazy. So while that kind of air dries for a little bit, I will diffuse it as well. Super curly, I don't know how big it's going to get. So I'm first of all going to go in with my D'Alba First Spray Serum. So I thought while I'm getting ready, we would do a quick, we would do a quick story time and explain why I decided to get my hair cut all of a sudden, I had been thinking about it, to be fair, since like October, and I had just kind of in my head made up loads of excuses to why I shouldn't have it. 1, because it's so curly. 2, because I don't know, I was scared and I was worried that it would look stupid. I have had it done. I have had it cut quite short before, but I've never really worn it curly. I'm not keen on the whole thing that it comes down in an angle, but maybe that's for a reason, so I'll have to see what it looks like when it's curly, and we'll go from there. So I've just spread my face. I'm just going to then go in with my brows and do them first. So if I'm doing a soft glam look, I won't do anything too drastic with my brows. I'm just going to fill in the gaps underneath, and that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to use the Benefit Goof Proof. I'll just kind of start by going under my brow into that little crevice here, because I've got a little bit missing there. Okay, same on this side. I'm just going to do a little tiny bit up here just to kind of match them up. This one always ends up looking thicker than that one. It's very annoying. Yeah, I do like my hair. I love my hair long, to be honest. But every now and again I just get this little thought in my head, like how much easier would it be if it was short and I wouldn't have to worry about it every day and things like that. So I know I'm pretty much going to regret this decision in a couple of weeks when I'm fed up of doing my hair. I'm just going to go in with some moisturiser. I'm going to go in with this is the Simple Glow and Brightening Cream, Vitamin C and Glutathione. This one here. So this one was actually sent to me by Influencer, it's an app, like a review app, and you review products. They send you products to review, so it's quite nice. You sometimes have to do a post on Instagram, so if you ever see anything random on my Instagram, that's why. It's a really nice cream. It's very small, it's very simple. It's very it's moisturising, it's glowy, it's, you know, it's nice. I'm just going to put a little bit of lip balm. I'm going to use the Dr. Paw Original Balm. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of the P. Louise. I don't put much on, just a little tiny bit. And then I'll blend it out with a fluffy brush. Blend it out with like this is a Real Techniques 200. This is from their, I think that was called their Bold collection. That I'm going to use this is the Revolution Pro Ultimate Crystal Palette in Bejeweled. This palette is stunning. You can use any, you know, any colours you like. So actually I've just checked, there's not there's enough. So I'm going to go in with like brownie looks because this palette only has 1, 2, 3 mattes. The rest of them are shimmers and glitters. So I'm going to go for something very soft, but also quite easy to do and not so dark on my eyes to make it kind of like open up. Okay, I'm going to go in with a MAC 217S brush. I'm going to go into the shade called Captive, which is that one there. That one there. And that one I'm going to put in my outer V and kind of blend it up into my crease, like so. And the same on this side. This is mostly my starting point for most of my eyeshadow looks. And I kind of just blend that outwards. And I'm going to go in with the shade Tainted, which is this one here. That one there. I'm going to go in with that one across the eyelid. Just kind of like in the middle bit and blending it into that shade that we just put on there. And then I'm going to take whatever's left on the brush and I'm going to bring it higher. But I'm going to try my best to not raise my eyebrows so I can actually see where I'm putting it in. Because when I raise my eyebrows, obviously I'm doing this and then my eye moves, so I can't really see where that shadow is. So I'm just trying to blend that one out into my crease. It's going to be like a super blown out look. I don't want a lot of darkness in there, so it will be pretty blown out, so it's not too dark. And this is going to have a little bit of sparkle because, you know, Letty Sparkle is the name. Okay, so for the shimmer I'm going to go in with, this is a Spectrum A28 brush. It's kind of like flat but kind of fat at the same time. I'm going to go in with the shade Affinity, I believe, which is this one here. That one there. And then I'm going to go in with the glitter next to it, which is that one there. And that one is called Crystal. So I'm going to put that one on all over my eyelid. Like so. Okay, yeah, I like that so far. So yeah, I'm going to go in with this brush. Yeah, so this glitter does not need glue. You have to obviously be super careful when you put glitters on your eyes. And some of them aren't made for eyes as well, so you need to be aware of that. Okay, so that's one eye done. Super pretty. So I do it halfway, if you can see. I don't do it the full way across, just so that it's a little bit more subtle. And then I will blend it out a little bit as well. I can see I've got fallout all over my thing, so I'm going to go in with my finger and just kind of push that in to my eye to stop any more falling out. And you can obviously go in with the glitter glue if you wanted to. The NYX one does a really, really good one. Or P. Louise, I believe, does some of the hair bases. You can kind of use them to glue things on. I'm going to kind of do that for now, and I'm going to get a very small brush that I've not used just to kind of get all the glitter off my face if I can. You can also actually, little hack, get sellotape or some sort of tape and just kind of go like that, and it will take it off your skin. I like sparkles, so to me it doesn't really bother me. Okay, so let's do the face now, and then we'll come back to the eyes to finish them off with the rest of my makeup. I might do some eyeliner. With this one, I'm going to kind of start quite at an angle here and kind of bring that down. And I'm going to try and keep that like that for a minute just so that it dries. I'm going to do the same on this side. I always find one eye easier to do than the other one. I need a little bit of Botox just to go like this, and then my eyeliner is perfect. But it is what it is, so I'm just going to try and perfect it a little bit. Right, let's do the face, it will marry all together. So for the face, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. So yeah, the e.l.f. Liquid Glow, this is in shade 3, light medium. So I'm just going to pop this directly on my face like this. I don't normally like doing that, but with this product, because of the applicator, I kind of find that it's okay. I'm going to use this is a blank canvas F20 brush, and I'm just going to stipple it in place. This is super, super glowy. I love this in the summer. So the one I go on holiday, this is pretty much the only foundation I will take with me. I don't really like taking expensive makeup when I go away, just because in case anything gets lost, then it's not going to cost me lots of money to replace. This is super light coverage. It's kind of like, it's not too intense. It's really natural and really nice. I can probably go with another layer, just like a bit here and around my mouth. And I just kind of stipple it on, like so. Super, super glowy. I think this might be too light, but this is the XX concealer. I've had this for a long time. I'm just going to try and see if I can still use it. It might be a little bit too light. I think it is actually, but we'll make it work. I've got beauty spine. I'm just going to blend that out. It's a bit yellow. Okay, it's a bit yellow. To tone it down, I'm just going to use my Charlotte Tilbury powder, and I'm going to take like this sort of brush. It's a big fluffy brush. I haven't got much left of my Charlotte Tilbury, so I'm just going to go in and just set that. It's still quite yellow, but it definitely has toned it down ever so slightly. I might just put a little bit of that same powder on my forehead because I'm very shiny. I'm now going to go in with a little bit of eyeliner, and I'm going to pop that in the outer corner of like my eye, just underneath my waterline. I'm only going to do it a little tiny bit, just so kind of it connects to that one. And then with an angled brush, this is a Mitchell. Oh, this is the Acid Rain one actually, from P. Louise and Mitchell. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to kind of use that to kind of blend that into the eyeliner I'd already done. So it kind of blends it all in together. A smaller, fluffier brush, and blend the under eye out a little bit. And see the difference between that eye and then this one that hasn't blended yet. So I'm going to put a little tiny bit more here, and then really quickly, because that had already dried, go in with my eyeliner. Okay, that's fine. And then with this brush, just going to go in and blend that out. I'm just going to add a little bit more to this eye to match them up, because this one's slightly darker than that one. Right in the inner corner. And then I'm not going to put any any eyeliner in my actual waterline, so I don't want to close the eyes off too much. I'm going to use my butter bronzer by Physicians Formula. I'm going to go in with a big fluffy brush like this. I've got this Lottie London blush Crush in this sort of shade. It's kind of like a shimmery number, and I thought it looked quite pretty with this, so I'm just going to put a little bit, and it's kind of shimmery, so it's kind of pretty. I'm not going to add a lot, but just enough to kind of give me a little bit of colour. Lips wise, I'm going to keep them quite simple and quite neutral. Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, so I'm going to pop that on. That's the lip liner. Who remembers when that lip liner was everything? Everyone wanted that. Here's my Charlotte Tilbury one. Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. Let's do that. I'm gonna add a bit of their Real. Instantly gives me a little bit more lift in the eye. My face and makeup done, so I'm just gonna dry my hair. I'll film a little bit, but I'm not gonna film it all because obviously it's gonna be a bit boring, isn't it? It's gonna be a bit boring. So I'm just gonna. Okay, so that's my hair all finished. So it's not fully dry yet. It takes forever my hair to dry, but it looks, I mean, I think it looks okay. It's quite voluminous and big. But yeah, I'm just gonna try and, I'll just had it all perfect, and then I'll just start playing with it. So yes, this is my hair. So I do really like, I think it looks really, really cute. I actually almost like it more than the straight hair, not gonna lie, at this moment in time. We'll see how I feel in the morning when I've had to go to sleep and it's just like but yeah, I do like it. It's yeah, it's really, really, really curly. Really, really curly. I wasn't expecting it to be this curly, and the curls are really, really tiny. Yeah, I've had to kind of curl these little bits here because they were like just frizzy, so I'm still a little bit frizzy, but I'm sure with time, once I start learning how to manage my curls a bit better, it will be better. So yeah, I do really like it. I would prefer if my curls were a little bit bigger. I can't help that, that's just the way my hair falls, I suppose, and my hair creates curls like this. So the makeup is all finished. I'm going to bring it a bit closer. The eyes are super simple, they are glittery. I think this is very, this is a very subtle glittery eye. I really like my skin, how it looks actually. It doesn't look too heavy with the foundation. It's very, very glowy though. I might actually put a little bit of powder to kind of mattify it a little bit, because I do feel like it's a bit too glowy. I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and I'm just going to go like so. This is my MAC Skin Finish. Actually, I think that looks better. It's not as shiny, and it looks quite, it didn't really look glowy, it kind of looked a bit more sweaty, I suppose. But it still looks glowy now. I've got a few ideas in mind for the next few videos, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a huge big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I shall see you in my next one. I hope you did enjoy this one. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, bye. Mwah.